I'm in panic mode. I've been having an affair for the past year with someone I met at a local fundraiser. I'm in my late 20s, stay-at-home mom, married for 4 years. I've been with my husband since I was 25. My affair partner is around my age, super fit, very flirty, kind of the opposite of my husband in a lot of ways. We started texting after the event and things escalated pretty fast. It went physical within a few weeks. We started hooking up when my son was at school. My husband had noticed I was stressed and overwhelmed, so he hired a household help to help around the house twice a week. That just made it easier. I'd say I was running errands or meeting Elle, my best friend, and go see AP instead. We'd hang out at his place, or sometimes we'd just sit in his car or go for a long drive and park somewhere quiet. We preferred to have sex in his car over his place because he had housemates who we felt were a bit too intrusive. Sometimes I'd meet him early in the morning before school drop-off and say I was going to the store. We texted constantly, voice notes, memes, flirty stuff, then sexting, then video calls at night where we'd pleasure ourselves when I said I was taking walks. My husband would be doing dishes or helping our son with homework while I was in the backyard or the garage whispering into my phone. I gave AP most of my emotional energy for months, started dressing up more when I went out, stopped caring what I looked like at home. I would tell my husband I was just tired. He never questioned it. He thought I needed a break and kept giving me more space. Elle knew everything. She's been my best friend forever and she was supportive. Said I deserved to feel young again. Said my husband was lucky I didn't leave him. She even helped cover a few times when I needed an alibi. She would say she was with me or that we were at the mall together when I was really across town. I felt safe confiding in her. But now she's turned on me and is giving me an ultimatum. All of a sudden, everything changed. She found out her own husband had been messaging some woman online. Nothing physical, but she lost it. And now she's disgusted by me. She says I either tell my husband or she will. She says she can't look me in the face knowing I'm doing the same thing her husband did to her. I asked if she was really comparing text to a full-blown affair, and she said yes. She said it's the same betrayal. She told me she already wrote everything out in a message and has screenshots saved from the time she helped me cover. She gave me 24 hours, then another. I'm stalling. I don't know what to do. If she goes through with it, I don't know how I'm going to hold my life together. My husband is the only stability I've ever had. I can't lose him. I can't lose my home. I can't lose what we built. I know I've made a disaster, but this would blow up everything. I feel sick. Edit. I got pregnant in high school. 17. The dad ghosted fast and I had to drop out and get work wherever I could. Did babysitting, cleaned houses, later worked at a corner store. I was broke most of the time. My mom helped a little when she could, but I was mostly on my own. Didn't have time for friends or fun. Just worked and raised my son. We lived in small places, always just scraping by. I met my husband when I was 25. He was older, had his life together, came from a stable family. He stepped up for me and my kid, helped get him into private school, put me in a home, took care of everything. He told me I didn't need to work and that I could finally relax, so I did. I thought I had made it. After so many years of chaos, I finally had something solid. I didn't expect to feel bored or disconnected or like I missed out, but it started creeping in, and I let it. I realize now how resentful I have been of never being able to have any control over my life. My teenage, my youth was taken from me. I finally wanted to experience what it could have been had I been given the chance to live a normal, carefree youth. I'm not defending myself, but it's just so hard to blame myself either. Update. I'm writing this from Elle's spare room. I've been here since last night. My son's asleep next to me on a borrowed blanket. Our stuff is in 2 bags by the wall. Elle hasn't said much. She let us stay, but I can tell she's already regretting it. She barely talks to me now, just short comments like, "Don't leave dishes in the sink," or "Try to keep your kid quiet during my calls." We're not really talking about what happened. She's acting like she did her part, and now it's all on me. It's incredibly humbling to realize that I got no one to turn to, except the same person who caused all this. It started yesterday afternoon. I didn't even know she'd gone through with it. I thought she was still bluffing, or maybe waiting. Then my husband came home out of nowhere. He slammed the front door and started yelling my name. I came out of the hallway and he was already yelling, holding his phone, reading off messages. She sent him some spicy screenshots between me and him, most with vulgar pics. She told him everything, even things I forgot I told her. He was shaking with rage. Said I made a fool out of him. Said he's been raising someone else's kid while I was sneaking off to hook up with some loser during school hours. He wouldn't stop yelling. He couldn't stop yelling. He said he wasted years thinking I loved him, that he built a life around me and my son, and I threw it in his face. Then he said we both needed to be out of his house before pickup time. I told him to stop and think. Said I didn't cheat to hurt him, that I got lost and made a mistake. He told me he doesn't care why anymore. Said he was done being a safety net for a woman who never respected him. I asked him what he meant by kicking us out. I told him our son's innocent, that he helped raise him. He looked at me and said, "He's not mine. I don't owe him anything anymore." I tried to stand my ground. I told him I'd take him to court, told him he wasn't going to toss me and my son out like trash and think there wouldn't be consequences. He laughed right in my face, said I've got nothing to come after. The house in his mom's name, car, business lease, accounts, all under the family business. He said I've been living in a life built around his money, his family's name, and that legally I've got nothing. Then he told me to pack fast or he'd throw my stuff in the yard. I had to pack in 10 minutes while he stood in the doorway, watching. I grabbed what I could, my son's backpack, clothes, my phone charger. I tried again to talk to him, asked if he could just let us stay for a few days until I figured out where to go. He said, "Figure it out somewhere else. You made your choices." I left and called Elle. She sounded tired, said I could come over for now, but that I'd need to start figuring things out. That's where I've been since. My son keeps asking if we're going back home, and I just keep telling him, not yet. I don't even know what the next step is. I haven't worked since I got married. I've applied for a few jobs today, but everything asks for experience I don't have. I've texted my husband once about our son. He replied, "He's your responsibility now. Take care of him." That was it. I'm just baffled. I thought maybe he'd be angry and we'd separate, maybe talk later. But he's not interested in anything. He wants it all gone. Me, my son, the whole life we had. I've got no money, no car, no house. And the guy I gave a year to hasn't messaged me once. I don't even know where to start now. Some comments not defending the cheating, but kicking out a child you raised for 4 years because you're mad at the mom is just disgusting. That kid didn't cheat. That kid probably calls him dad. You don't get to play Father of the Year until it's inconvenient and then suddenly act like he's a stranger. That's emotional abuse. Plain and simple. You can divorce the mom, but to abandon the child like that? Vile. He planned for this. Everything being in his mom's name, every asset locked away. That man went into marriage already expecting it to fail. You don't protect yourself that thoroughly unless you always thought she was disposable. He didn't love her. He owned her. And the second she stepped out of line, he cut her and her kid off like a switch. That's not strength. That's calculated cruelty.